Welcome to Mind Edge, where we explore the hidden future of humanity and technology. Subscribe now and understand the future before it understands you. For decades, the internet was humanity's wild frontier, a place where ideas clashed, narratives competed, and anyone could publish without permission. That era is over. The modern internet looks the same on the surface. Websites, platforms, search bars, videos, infinite scrolling. But behind the screen, the architecture has changed permanently. The open web isn't collapsing because of chaos. It's collapsing because it has been quietly absorbed into a controlled digital infrastructure. Most people think the internet is free. In reality, it's becoming the most centralized communication system in human history. Google controls 90% of global search, not just in the West, globally. This means one algorithm now determines what knowledge is visible, what opinions survive, which ideas rise, which ideas vanish. Google search no longer acts like a map. It acts like a filter. Entire segments of the web are now non-indexed, deprioritized, shadowed. Buried behind corporate pages, independent content creators are punished. Corporations are prioritized. Governments influence ranking through safety partnerships. In 2024, Google updated its ranking systems to devalue unverified websites, a euphemism for anything not institutional. Neutral? No. It's the digital equivalent of burning half the library because it's too messy. The original web was user-driven. You typed, you clicked, you explored. Today's web is algorithm-driven. YouTube chooses what you watch, Instagram chooses what you see, TikTok chooses the next 500 videos for you. Reddit reorganized itself in 2023 to 2024 into a paywalled API fortress. Google auto-completes your queries to shape your thoughts. The entire internet has flipped from user choice, algorithmic feed platforms used to respond to demand. Now they manufacture demand, and people accept it passively. In 2025, platforms officially shifted to AI-led moderation. Not assistants, not helpers, gatekeepers. These AI systems now analyze tone, detect risk, predict controversy, remove potential misinformation, suppress borderline content, shadow ban without notification, throttle political content without context, auto-demonetize narratives that deviate from official sources. What makes this dangerous is simple. AI interprets nuance as risk. Anything subtle becomes suspicious. Anything emotional becomes volatile. Anything complex becomes unsafe. The result? A sanitized internet designed to avoid conflict by erasing anything interesting. The internet used to be built by individuals, by weird people, by hobbyists, by obsessives. This is where creativity lived. Forums, independent blogs, niche communities, underground knowledge hubs, personal websites, experimental archives. They weren't perfect. They weren't optimized. They weren't monetized. They were alive. Between 2010 and 2024, over half of independent sites vanished. Search algorithms starved them of traffic. Platforms cannibalized their audiences. Mobile apps killed web browsing habits. The free web didn't die violently. It died of neglect. 2024 to 2025 introduced a new extinction level event for the web. AI generated everything. Articles, reviews, fake news, fake comments, fake videos, fake accounts, fake engagement, fake experts, fake websites, fake authenticity. Billions of AI pages flood search engines every month. Google's aging architecture can't handle it. So what happens? Google and YouTube increasingly rank corporate media, institutional partners, government sources, official science, verified channels. Not because they're better, but because the algorithms can't risk anything else. The internet becomes a homogenized content monoculture. Everything looks the same, thinks the same, sounds the same. Search engines used to reveal the world. Today they recycle it. Try searching anything complex. You'll get the same 5 websites, the same answers, the same safe narratives, the same corporate tone. Discovery is dead. You don't explore. You consume pre-approved pathways. And now, AI assistants accelerate the collapse. People ask one question. They get one synthetic answer. They stop looking. This is the end of curiosity at scale. When discovery dies, freedom dies with it. This is the part almost no one understands. AI models are trained on the internet, but the internet they're trained on is increasingly filtered, censored, centralized, homogenized corporate institution. Guided models absorb this compressed worldview. Then, people use these models instead of the internet, which further reduces the diversity of content online. Then, new models are trained on this narrower web. It's a perfect loop. AI compresses the web. People use AI. The web becomes even narrower. AI trains on the narrowed web. Repeat. This is how civilizations lose complexity. Not by force, by convenience. The internet used to be a shared space, almost a public utility. Now it is. Owned by corporations, moderated by AI, framed by governments, filtered by algorithms, shaped by monetization, powered by central servers. You don't control. You do not choose what becomes visible. You do not choose what becomes recommended. You do not choose what becomes trusted. The web is no longer a network. It is a managed information environment, and humanity has never lived inside one before. Web pages vanish every day. Link rot accelerates. Articles disappear. Archives shut down. Old forums die. Files are deleted. Videos are removed or set to private. The early internet, the raw history of the digital world, is being erased. What remains? A polished, censored, corporatized version of digital memory. Future generations won't inherit the real internet. They'll inherit the approved version. History rewritten algorithmically. Truth replaced by ranked content. Memory replaced by searchable illusions. We are entering a new era, the closed AI web, where search engines become obsolete. Platforms become governments. AI becomes the intermediary for everything. The open web becomes a relic. Digital plurality becomes impossible. Information becomes software managed. Reality becomes programmable. Nothing collapses. Nothing explodes. Nothing burns. The internet dies quietly. Not by destruction, but by replacement. The most dangerous censorship is the censorship you don't notice. No one killed the internet. It simply evolved into something else. A controlled environment, a curated feed, a synthetic ecosystem built to minimize conflict and maximize predictability. The digital frontier's gone, and without a frontier, civilizations stop expanding. The open web was humanity's biggest experiment in freedom, and we are letting it disappear. Not through oppression, through convenience. The internet isn't collapsing, it is being reformatted. Welcome to the Algorithmic Web. This transmission ends here. The next one is already forming. Stay aware and subscribe to Remain in the Signal.